Good afternoon and welcome to Bellow Field, getting set for a non-conference matchup. My name is Stephen Durham. We're getting set here at Tufts University, a non-conference matchup between the Bridgewater State Bears and the Tufts University Jumbos. Just getting underway. National anthem just played. Going over the starting lineups for today. First for the Bridgewater Bears, Logan Levesque will be in goal for the Bears. Skylar Conrad, Megan Keller, Michelle Belcher, Katrina Ganshaw, Tristan Gomes, Delaney Langston, McKenna Lessard, Lauren Selmayer, Bailey Brown, and Jenna Sweeney for the Bears. And then for your Tufts Jumbos for today, it will be Kaylin Logue in goal for the Jumbos, and it's Adley Adler, Madeline Silveria, Olivia Patz, Casey Lamb, Camille Liu, Talia Greenberg, Grace Duke, and Maddie Perro, Lena Sugru, and Caroline O'Neill is the starting lineup for the Jumbos. Just getting underway here. Jumbos coming off a big win against New England College on the road, 9-0 so far on the season. They are 7-2-1, and then in NESCAC conference play, they are 4-2-1, currently ranked 20th in the nation for D3 women's soccer. And then the Bridgewater State Bears, they are coming off a win as well, home versus Worcester State 2-1 this past Saturday. They are currently holding a record of 8-2-2, and in the MASCAC conference, they are 3-0-1. So just about set here on a beautiful mid-October day. Temperatures in the 70s, a little bit breezy, going left to right on the screen as it's temperatures in the 70s. Can't ask for better weather. We've already seen temperatures down into the 40s on the weekend, so definitely a nice warm day here in Medford, Mass. It was the Bears to win the toss. Final preparation underway here. Tufts looking to continue their momentum, but same for Bridgewater as both teams getting to the middle of October, starting to look towards playoffs. Both looking great in both conference standings so far here in mid-October, so it'll be tough to start off with the ball here midfield. It'll be Casey Lamb to start off at the center. And we are about set here at Bellow Field. First whistle, and Tufts will bring it back out, back to O'Neill. Back to Pats, far side. Tufts will try to set up, trying to work back towards midfield. The Bears will get their first touches of the game here in the first half. Bears working far side. Now will be pushed out of bounds. And they'll be going back the way for the Jumbos. It'll be Silveria to throw it in. Far side to Segru. Back over to Pats. Pats will look here near side to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to look upfield, not able to find it. We'll give it back to Pats towards just outside the 18-yard box. Far side to Segru. Up, continuing up to Silveria. Silveria trying to work around the defenders. Pats looking up center of the field, going up the middle up to Duke, up back to far side. Bears trying to play tight defense towards the center of the field. Back to Pats here. O'Neill. Back towards the center of the field to Duke. To Segru. Far side. Segru. She'll try to get it kicked up center, middle of the field, but here comes the Bears. Bears working up middle of the field. Kicked back out by Pats. Perro kick up far side. Segru. Segru looking up here near side towards the middle of the field. Duke back to Segru. Back and forth. Segru looking far side. Back over to Silveria. Will be out of bounds off of Bear and get a throw in from Silveria. Thrown back in just off the header of a Jumbo. Just past the midfield line. Jumbos will try to push here. Far side down into the corner. Adler looking for a kick, and that'll be out of bounds. Now set up for the first corner kick here of the day. It'll be O'Neill to go over the corner to set up for the corner kick. O'Neill look to get set up. Far side corner. Kick is away. Out in front of the net. And just off the foot, and it looks like O'Neill or Segru was able to put it in here near side post. Jumbos will go up on the board 1-0. It's Segru from O'Neill for the first goal. For Segru, it's their third goal on the season. O'Neill, fourth assist. And here come the Jumbos once more. Back to O'Neill. Here near side, back to Pats. Duke. Duke looking upfield. Should be looking towards the middle of the field, trying to connect with Adler. Bears will take over. Here comes Pelcher. Silveria will try to push it upfield, far side to Adler. Adler will give it back to Pats, just outside the 18-yard box. O'Neill here near side. Back over to Perro. Perro to Duke, towards center of the field. Segru far side. Segru trying to push it upfield. Silveria. Silveria will work across midfield. Up to Adler along the sideline, far side. Working towards the corner. Adler trying to work around the defender, able to do so, trying to give it to Silveria, not able to connect. Here comes Adler once more, working around three defenders. Now will roll out of bounds. Off the Bears, and that'll continue to be Jumbo's ball. Just about 5 minutes here into the first half. Kick back towards the top of the box. Bears will kick it out. And here comes Pelcher. Pelcher trying to work up here near side. Be a foot race between her and Pats. And they'll roll out of bounds and be back going the other way forward to the Jumbos. Off the foot of Lou. Camilla Lou coming off a huge game this past weekend. 4 goals for her, the freshman. Back to Segru. Towards Pats. Pats here near the side to O'Neill. O'Neill looking up to Perro. Being defended by the Bears. Duke. Duke will take control of it. Back to Pats. Pats over to O'Neill here near the side. And she'll give it back to Pats. Pats over far side to Segru. Adler. Adler here near the side to O'Neill. O'Neill will work up sideline here. Perro able to tip it back towards the center of the field, and Jumbo's looking to set up Lou. Lou will hand off to Perro. Perro trying to work around the defender, but stolen away by Bear. Perro back to Lou. O'Neill. O'Neill trying to work around a sea of red. And it'll be kicked out of bounds off the Bears. Here comes Lamb. Lamb working towards the middle of the field. Pats. Back to Segru. Run center field. Far side, and they'll be out of bounds going the way for the Bears. Segru will take control. Here comes Duke. Trying to look upfield, but tipped away by a Bear, and that's booted away. And Logue will come out to retrieve it.
50-50 balls. We're high pressuring. Don't let it bounce 4 times and let them settle it.
Here comes O'Neal. Trying to work around the defender. Bears pressing. Pats to Segru. Segru far side. She'll work it up and give it to Silveria. Segru. Back to Pats. Pats to O'Neal here near side. To Duke. To Severa. And back out of bounds will be off the Bears. Jumbos will continue to hold possession. Here comes Duke. Duke working past center field. Lamb up to Greenberg and looking for Perro. Now will connect out, go into the hands of Levesque. Levesque will punt this one away. Couple of bounce, and O'Neal will head it back. Bears will try to get set up. Here comes Belcher. Kick down into the corner here near side. Jumbos will take control. Pats over the far side, front of the net, over to Segru. Upfield, connecting with Greenberg. And here comes Perro, cross center field, looking upfield to Lou. Will be a foot race down here. Lou just outside the box and looking far side post to Lamb, not able to connect, and Levesque will come out and retrieve that one. Lou almost getting set up there for Lamb. Levesque will boot that one away. One bounce to Belcher. Segru will kick it away for the Jumbos. Booted upfield. The Perro back to Duke. Duke back to Segru, far side. Back to Pats. To O'Neal. Here near side. To Lou. Lou trying to handle it off to Perro, not able to connect, and here comes Belcher. Bears back on attack. Belcher able to get around Pats. Here comes Belcher. Belcher lines up and blocked by Logue. She'll bring that one out. First shot on goal for the Bears. And here come the Tufts trying to bring it back up once more, try to get set up. Segru far side. Look towards the middle of the field, connects with Lamb. Lamb will kick it over the head. Now it'll go out of bounds and up into the stands and continue to be Jumbo's ball. trying to work around defender. Here come the Bears once more. Far side, or towards middle of the field, far side. Back the other way, back towards the center of the field. Lamb will take over. Back to Segru. Here comes Pats working towards the near side. Back to Duke. Here comes Duke. Far side, Silvera. Tufts playing, just connect the dots here. Soft touches right to each other. Showing strong possession. Segru looking upfield. Will be a foot race down to the far corner. Adler will pick it up outside the box, and Adler will start to bring it inside. Here comes Adler, back to Duke towards the top. Adler back into the inside, able to connect with Lamb. Lamb just inside the box. Now work outside. Here comes Adler. Adler trying to work around a defender. Now go far right of the goal. Levesque will kick this one away. Off ahead of a Bear. Off the back heel. Lou trying to connect with O'Neal. Belcher coming in. Able to get a foot on it. And here come the Bears. And Logan will come out, retrieve that one. Segru far side. Segru towards center of the field. Connects with Lamb. Up to Adler. Duke. Back the other way. Here comes Belcher. Belcher will punt that one away, and Logan will bat that one down. And here comes Pats one more. Just about 15 minutes here into the first half. Severa to Adler. We'll give it back to Greenberg. Far side. Back towards the middle of the field. Pats to Segru. Far side. And Jumbos will push it across midfield. Here comes Greenberg. Greenberg, far side. Still outside the box. So they'll start to work inside now. And taken away there by Langton of the Bears. But Jumbos will recover it. And booted away by the Bears. Far side toward the center of the field. Now be out of bounds. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Severa will throw this one in to Adler. Segru far side. Back across towards center of the field. Here comes Perro. Perro looking to Lou. Lou will give it off to Perro. Here comes Perro. Back to Lamb. Lamb trying to work around defenders, but taken away. O'Neal is there. And Jumbos will be able to keep that one in bounds. Lamb trying to work around the defender, not able to do so. Kicked away. Belcher will recover it for the Bears. Covered by O'Neal. Not able to give it away. Able to give it away there. Off to Sweeney. And off the foot of Pats. And kicked away there by Keller. Logan will roll it out to Pats. Pats over to the far side to Segru. Up to Severa. Severa looking up far field to Lamb. Get to Lamb. Lamb being covered. Here comes Lamb. Lamb working inside the box. Lamb sets up. Score for Lamb and the Jumbos. Jumbos go up 2-0 here, just over 15 minutes here into the first half. For Casey Lamb, first goal on the season. Lamb going unassisted there, bringing it inside the box and able to just put it just out of reach. The Bears will send in a group of subs. Belcher will bring it out far side for the Bears. Jumbo's lead here in the first half, 2-0 over the Bears. Giving up to Belcher. Not able to connect, and Segru will look to Severa. That'll be out of bounds, continue to be Jumbo's ball. Here comes Adler. Adler towards center of the field to O'Neill. Give it back to Pats. Pats will hand it off again to Segru. Far side. Here comes Belcher. Belcher will hand it off to Clancy. Clancy will be Bears ball. Just beyond the Jumbo's bench towards the corner. Here near side. Kicked up into the air. Remains in bounds. O'Neill. Defended there by the Bears, but Bears will look to get set up here. Here comes Brown. Brown trying to work on a defender, work down towards the corner, going back the other way for the Jumbos. Lou will take control. Hands it back to Pero, to O'Neill, back to Lou. Pero will give it back towards Pats. Far side across the box. Far side, Severa. Severa will push it up to Greenberg. Given away to Lamb. But stolen away by Bridgewater. Bat up in the air. Lamb will look upfield, trying to look for Adler. Be a foot race to it. And it'll be going back the other way. Foul called on Adler. Bears will boot that one away. And they'll roll out of bounds. Thrown in by the Bears. Belcher. Far side. Taken away by the Jumbos. Looking upfield to Lou, not able to connect. Kicked away. There, here near side into the Bears bench. O'Neill throws it in. Connects with Greenberg. Gets set up for Lou. Or Lamb, excuse me. Here comes Peril. Peril looking far side post and able to get into the back of the net. And Jumbos go up 3-0. Here, just over 20 minutes here into the first half. So it'll be Pero assisted by Lamb. And the Jumbos will send in a mass sub. 7 people will come in for the Jumbos. As coming in will be number 20, Aaron Duncan. Claire Wilkinson coming in. Alzi Aries coming in. Coming in as well as O'Reilly. Seeing who else came in, but it'll be far side. Bears take control. Thrown in by the Bears. Looking for Belcher. Give back. Wilkinson trying to work around a Bears defender. Will be kicked just barely out of bounds. Thrown back in by the Bears. Far side off a Jumbo. Thrown back in once more. Far side working towards the corner. Now roll out of bounds. And Logue will bring it out for the Jumbos. Kitterling also in for the Jumbos. O'Reilly. Back to Pats. Pats. Over far side to Griffin. Here comes Riley. Riley looking up for Duncan. Here comes Duncan here near side towards in front of the Bears bench. O'Reilly. Back to Kitterling. That's Caroline Kelly in as well. Kelly looking up for Wilkinson. Wilkinson tripped up there. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. It'll be far side. Here come the Jumbos working towards the top. Kitterling looking for O'Neal. O'Neal trying to give it off to Lamb. Here comes, not Lamb, excuse me, that was Aries. It'll be an offsides call. Come back the other way for the Bears. Kicked away. Jumbos are there, defended, trying to kick it back out. Here comes Belcher. Belcher will kick that one away, and Logue will come out to retrieve that one. Punted away by Logue. One bounce. O'Neal will throw it in. Connects with Aries. Back to O'Reilly. Back far across over to Segru. Segru looking up far side. Griffin. Wilkinson. Here comes Wilkinson trying to get it set up. Wilkinson trying to work inside the box. She'll look cut it across, but that'll be kicked out of bounds off a Bear. Now it's set up for a second corner kick for the Jumbos. Just under 21 minutes left here in the first half. Jumbos lead the Bears 3-0. O'Neal up, looking for Segru. Segru looking to head it in and just over the top of the crossbar. Segru there looking for a second goal of the day. Kicked away by Levesque. Into nearly the arms of Kelly. Here comes the other way. Here comes O'Reilly almost. Come back the other way for the Bears. Here comes Shea. Taken away by the Jumbos, though. Kitterling. Try to work upfield up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson. Give it back over to Kelly. Here just outside the 18-yard box. Segru. Far side to Griffin. Back to Segru. And hand it back to Pats. Pats looking up towards the middle of the field. Clancy there to defend. Pass to Segru. And here comes Kelly. Kelly trying to work around defender, but Clancy is there to tip it away. Kelly will try to get set up one more time. Here comes O'Reilly. O'Reilly, look for Duncan. Here, just outside the box. She'll work inside, trying to work around defender. Duncan trying to get a kick off, not able to do so. Jumbo's trying to get another great opportunity. That'll roll out of bounds going the other way. As Levesque will get set to kick it away once more. Duncan will be able to get that bouncing over a Bear. Here near side, O'Neal. Foot race between her and Belcher. He'd be out of bounds off the Bears. Pats will work it backwards, back over to Segru, far side. To Keterling. Keterling to Griffin, far side, along the sideline. Back to Segru. Up to Keterling. Keterling trying to work around a defender. Get back into free space. Kelly over to Griffin, far side. Here comes Griffin. Working along the sideline, trying to give it off to Wilkinson. It'll be a foot race, and it looks like it will roll just out of bounds. Just a little too much on it. And Levesque will bring it back out for the Bears. Coming up on 17 minutes left here in the first half. O'Reilly will take control of it for the Jumbos, looking far side over to Wilkinson. Back to Griffin. Keterling will give it back to her defenders, back to Pats. O'Reilly trying to get set up far side towards the corner, outside the box. Here comes Wilkinson. Wilkinson trying to work on outside. Looking for Kelly. Kelly get around a defender to Duncan. Duncan able to dump it in backside. Nicely set up to the left post. Duncan assisted by Lamb. Jumbos lead 4 to the Bears 0. At 16 and a half minutes left here in the first half. For Duncan, 6th goal on the season. The junior. Far side, that'll be kicked out of bounds. Going back the other way for the Bears. Segru will head that one out of bounds. Thrown back in, off the chest of a bear. Griffin trying to kick it off, and I'll continue to roll down and be out of bounds off the Bears. Bears will get set for 3 subs. Coming in for the Bears, it will be Varge, McDuffie, and Mishler. Well, we'll give it off to Pats. Pats working towards the corner here near side. Bears will continue to keep control of it. Keterling able to tip that one away towards her bench here near side. Jumbos will get set to throw this one in. Punted up into the air by Keller. Kicked further in by Langton. Clancy. Nobody able to get a head on it. Punted back upfield. Duncan will try to take control of it. Not able to do so as Brown is there. But here up near side. Here comes Aries. Aries trying to work around the defender. Will hand off to Duncan. Duncan. Will give it off to Kelly. Kelly. Defended there by Robarge. .14 minutes left here in the first half. O'Neal thrown in to Kelly. Kicked on the inside of the box, looking for O'Reilly. Kicked up into the air, free ball. Past midfield, now be out of bounds. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Here near side. Off the foot of Clancy. Clancy back to Langton. Looking upfield. Here comes Clancy once more. Clancy being defended there by Keterling. Stolen away by O'Neal. Given back to O'Neal from Aries. Pats. Towards the top of the box. Keterling. Keterling working up the middle of the field. And Logan will come out to retrieve that one. Pat's here near side. In front of the Jumbo's bench. Upfield. Back to O'Neal. O'Neal here near side. Now be here just in front of the sports table. Thrown back in by the Bears and back out of bounds. Thrown back in once more by Brown for the Bears. Bears will get another sub in. It'll be Sydney Sousa come in for the Bears. Kicked up into the air. Kelly trying to connect with Duncan. Kicked back by Brown. Duncan will hand it off to O'Reilly. O'Reilly looking far side over to Wilkinson. Across midfield. Here comes Wilkinson. Looking for Kelly. Kelly, far side. Kelly trying to punt that one away, and now will roll out of bounds, and that'll be a corner kick for the Jumbos. Coming up on 11 minutes here, left here in the first half. Jumbos lead it 4-0 over Bridgewater State. It'll be O'Neal to get set here for the corner kick for the Jumbos. O'Neal kicked that one away. Wilkinson able to tip that one back in towards the box. Here comes Kelly back outside to O'Neal. O'Neal will kick that one back, trying to connect with Aries. That'll be kicked out of bounds, continue to be Jumbo's ball. Thrown back in from Griffin. Wilkinson trying to punch that one in. Kicked up into the air, almost out of the hands of Levesque. And Levesque will once again get ready to punt this one away. Barge is there, headed off of O'Neal. Battle here near side. Kelly looking upfield to Wilkinson. Here comes Wilkinson. Foot race down into it. Here comes Wilkinson trying to work around defenders. She's tripped up there. And they continue to play on. Barge here near side. Here back towards the middle of the field. Griffin. Back to Segru. Segru looking up to O'Reilly. To O'Neal. Back to O'Reilly. And he'll give it back off to Gitterling. Here comes Pats. Pats working up between defenders. O'Neal. Upfield to Aries. Here comes Duncan, here near side, just underneath the camera. Duncan will give it back out to O'Reilly. Far side to Griffin. Griffin looking up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson will look to get it set up here far side. Working around the defender. And that'll be out of bounds off of Langton. Thrown in. Back to Griffin. Griffin to Kederling. Kederling. Inside to O'Reilly. To Kelly. Kicked away. That'll be out of bounds. Bears will get set to kick this one away. Kicked away, out towards midfield, headed back by Kederling. Aries is there, but taken away once more. Here comes Kelly. Kelly looking to the inside to Duncan. Here comes Duncan. Duncan kicked away, and that'll be left, wide left of the left post. Kelly almost able to get Duncan set up for another one there. Just under 7.5 minutes left here in the first half. Kicked away by Levesque. Brown is there. Now be out of bounds off of Duncan. Barge throw it in, and Brown will throw this one in for the Bears. Here near side, Duncan will steal this one away to Kelly. Kelly to O'Reilly. Here comes O'Reilly trying to work towards midfield. Across midfield, looking upfield to Aries. Aries all alone. That'll be offsides on the Jumbos. Aries almost having a breakaway there. And a one-on-one opportunity with Levesque. Just a little bit too far out in front. Continue to play on here. Back out towards midfield. Bears taking control of it. Kederling. Back to O'Reilly. Giving off far side, and that'll be out of bounds. Continue to be Bears ball. Thrown back in by the Bears. McDuffie will go down, working in the corner around see if Jumbo's now be out of bounds and off of McDuffie, and now be taken out by Logue. Coming up on 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Out to O'Reilly. We'll give it back to Pats here near side into the corner. O'Reilly trying to work around Clancy. Able to do so. Work towards center of the field to Kelly. Far side to Griffin. Here comes Griffin. Be kicked up in the air out of bounds. Nearly down the sideline. Here comes Griffin in a foot race. Able to catch up. Work down towards the corner. Segura will steal it away. And she'll kick that one out of bounds. It'll be Bears ball. Throw it in. Far side. Thrown in by the Bears. Off the back of a Jumbo. Bounced around. McDuffie will take over far side. Kelly there to defend. Kicked away off a couple of players. Back on attack. Trying to get a kickoff. There is Clancy. Here comes Bridgewater State once more. Excuse me, that was Sousay trying to get a kickoff there. And Logan's there to reel that one in for the save. As it was Clancy with the shot. Bounce around. Brown. Stolen away by Kelly. Kelly trying to work up to Wilkinson. And kicked away by the Bears off the head of McDuffie. Morin, far side, will try to chase it down. That'll be out of bounds going the other way for the Jumbos. Kicked up in the air by Pats. Here near side. And now we'll roll out of bounds just in front of the Jumbo's bench. Thrown in by Brown. Duncan to Keeterling. Keeterling back to Pats. Pats to O'Reilly. Stolen away by Robarge. Here comes Langton. Not able to keep in their possession. That'll be a foot race. Here comes Duncan. Duncan. One-on-one with a Bear defender. Here comes Duncan trying to work around him. Look towards middle field, far side. It'll be Aries to try to reel that one in. Back towards midfield of Griffin. Griffin to Pats. Here comes Pats working across midfield, working up to Duncan. Not able to connect, and Brown will take over. Brown will hand it off to Robarge. Brown trying to work around O'Neal. And O'Neal will steal it away. Here comes Duncan once more. Duncan looking upfield to Aries. Aries being defended there by Mischler. Aries trying to work around Mischler. Great defense by Mischler as Aries has to give it away. Duncan working towards the middle of the field, trying to look for Wilkinson right in front of the net. Wilkinson will try to get set up once more, but booted out by the Bears. Duncan back out to Keeterling. Kelly looking inside to Aries, and be picked up by Levesque. Levesque will get set to kick this one away. We're coming up on a minute left here in the first half. Jumbos continue to lead the Bears 4-0. Working far side, Griffin will kick that one away off of McDuffie. It'll be going back the other way. Thrown in by Griffin. Far side. 48 seconds left here in the first half now. Just under a minute. Segru. Back to Pats. Looking upfield to Keterling. Keterling will work upfield now. Trying to work towards midfield. Kelly up to Aries. Aries looking across to Duncan and defended there by Brown, and that'll be kicked out of bounds here with 20 seconds left in the first half. Taken away by O'Reilly. O'Neal kicked up, looking upfield to Kelly or Aries, not able to connect. Here comes Keterling. Keterling trying to get another foot off. And that'll be pushed back up to Levesque, and that'll do it here in the first half. Tufts Jumbo's lead 4 to the Bridgewater State Bears, nothing after one half. We'll take a quick break and come back here and get set for the second half in just a little bit.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Welcome back to Bellow Field, getting set here for the second half. Just under 2.5 minutes left here in halftime. Talk about a little bit about the stats from there. For the first half, the Jumbos leading over the Bridgewater State Bears 4-0. Goals coming off of Casey Lamb, Maddie Perro, Lena Segru, and one more as well. Get it updated here. Not able to see the fourth one, but so far, goals coming off of them. Assist off of for O'Neill and Casey Lamb as well. A strong start for that first half for the Jumbos, really having great control, especially in the backfield between their defenders, and able to find the holes to work it upfield. And some great setups especially. And then also the corner kick off of O'Neill to Segru to get it all started here this afternoon. Things have gotten a little bit cooler. Continues to be a little bit breezy. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Tufts Jumbos here in the coming weeks. After today, they'll be on the road at Bates, a NESCAC conference matchup. And then they'll be back home here next week against UMass Boston, and they'll continue to be home next weekend against Middlebury and Bowdoin. Looking at the conference standings for NESCAC, right now Williams is out front, 6-1 in conference play. Amherst 5-2, Trinity 3-0-4, and then it's Tufts 4-2-1 in fourth place right now. So that's kind of what it's looking like for the top four. And then in fifth, it's Middlebury 4-3. And then looking at Bridgewater State's schedule coming up as well for those watching on the road, not able to be here at Bellow Field. They'll be on the road again this coming weekend at Westfield State. That'll be a conference matchup. And then they'll be having Senior Day next Saturday, the 22nd, home against Mass Maritime, then home again the following Wednesday against UMass Boston. Looking at the MASCAC conference standings as we get through the middle part of October. At the top of the board, it's Westfield 4-0 in MASCAC play. 3-0-1 is Bridgewater State. They're in second place, having a strong season. And look at their previous couple of games of late. They went on the road against UMass Boston and had tied up with Fitchburg State, and then the previous game won at Rogers William. But we're about set here, getting ready here in the second half. As the Jumbos will look to continue to keep a stronghold over the Bears. Out there for the Jumbos to start the second half will be Camille Liu. I see Maddie Perro, O'Neill, Casey Lamb as well back out there. Pats, Juliana Rosen as well, and looking to see who is in goal. It appears it will be Kiana Hill in goal for the Jumbos. So we're getting about set here for the second half. It will be the Bears to start it off. Out there as well as Talia Greenberg. And we're about set here. Bears ready to take it out. Kicked away. Look it up here near side to Selmeyer. Selmeyer trying to work it on the inside and booted away by Pats. Headed up in the air by Mishler. Looking here near side to Belcher. To Pats. Here comes Pats. Try to get away from the attacking Bears. Back to Pats. Pats looking up here near side. Here comes Lamb. Lamb working up here near side. Looking to work around the defender. Lamb working towards the Jumbos sideline. Here comes Greenberg. Greenberg looking to get set up to Perro. Perro not able to get a control on it, but Jumbo's able to keep control. Lamb looking up to Rosen. Now be kicked away and out of bounds. As it won't be a corner kick, stayed here near side of the flag. Given off to Lamb from Rosen. Here near side to Griffin. And kicked back out of bounds. He'll be going the other way for the Bears. As it'll be Levesque to bring it back out for the Bears. Levesque to line it up. Kick away. Short little line drive. Off the head of a Bear originally. And Jumbos were looking to press, but kicked away by the Bears. Out of bounds off of the Bears. Thrown back in from Severa. Kick towards the inside of the box and contact with Levesque, and they'll be going back the other way. He's looked to roll out of bounds off of the Jumbos. Bears will kick this one away. Kicked away. Off the head of a Bear. O'Neal back across to Pats. Pats will work upfield to Greenberg. Here near side to Griffin. No, go all the way back to Hill. Keanu Hill, the freshman, in goal for the second half for the Jumbos. Kicked up to Rosen. Back to Griffin. Handed it off to Pats. Pats here near side in front of the Bears bench. Trying to work around Belcher. Belcher there pestering, trying to steal this one away. Not able to do so, and Rosen will kick down one upfield. Able to connect. Handed away and stolen away by the Jumbos. Here comes Greenberg. Greenberg will handle off to Rosen. Here comes Rosen here near side. Up to Lamb. Lamb trying to get around the defender, but right there is Mishler. He'll be out of bounds off of Mishler. Griffin will throw it in for the Jumbos. Thrown in to Lamb. Griffin back to Pats. Back to Griffin. Here near side underneath the camera. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Lamb will get an injury sub here for Audra McDuffie. This will be Skylar Conrad. In for McDuffie. Rosen. Back to Pats. Back up to O'Neal. Give it back to Pats. Back to O'Neal. Far side, it'll be out of bounds off of the Bears. O'Neal. We'll give it back to Pat's far side, outside the box. Be kicked back out of bounds. Continue to be Bears ball, far side. Working back towards center of the field. Greenberg trying to work around the defender, able to do so. Give it back up to Greenberg. Or to Perro, excuse me. Now I'll roll out of bounds off the Jumbos. As Lou not able to catch up to it in time before rolling out of bounds. And Levesque will bring it out for the Bears. Levesque will line it up. Kicks this one away. Punch up into the air. Belcher comes over here near side. Now roll out of bounds. Thrown back in by Griffin. Lamb trying to get to Greenberg, just not able to get a full foot on it. Pass back upfield, able to get it to Lamb. Back to Greenberg. Greenberg defended there by Shea. Pero tries to hand it off to Rosen, just a little too soon. Here come the Bears trying to get on tack. Belcher trying to work around Griffin. Not able to do so. Griffin right there to steal it back away. Here comes Greenberg. Here comes Greenberg working here towards the corner. Tries to hand it off. Look for Griffin. Or Rosen, excuse me. Rosen working down into the corner. Griffin will come over to help. Griffin trying to work around Belcher. Working back towards the corner. Kicks it across towards the right post. Now be out of bounds, and good set for a corner kick here for the Jumbos. So O'Neal will come over for the corner kick. First of the second half, third of the day. As O'Neal will get set. Line it up. Kick is away. Off ahead of a Jumbo and kicked away, and looks like Talia Greenberg able to kick that one away. It looked like it rolled off of somebody, and Greenberg able to punch that one into the back of the net. As it was Talia Greenberg getting the goal there for the Jumbos. For Greenberg, her 5th goal on the season. Just under 37.5 minutes left here in the second half. Jumbo's able to take advantage of another corner kick here. As it was a corner kick to start off the first half from O'Neal to Segru to get them on the board. And we continue to play on far side towards the corner. Bears throwing it in. Kicked up into the air. And it'll continue to be Bears ball. Foul called on the Jumbos. Bears will line this one up. Looks like Brown to line this one up. Selmeyer, excuse me, was one that kicked that one away for the Bears. We brought out far side, Silvera. Looking upfield to Lamb, not able to connect. Worker back towards center field, kicked away by the Bears, and into the hands of Hill. And it'll be brought back out. Up field to beyond stock. Greenberg looking upfield. Far side, cross midfield. Here comes Pero. Foot race. That'll be kicked out of the field. Be thrown back in. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Silvera will throw it in for the Jumbos. Greenberg is there. Up to Lamb. Here comes Greenberg. Greenberg working through the defenders, trying to get her around, and that'll be out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Jumbos. This will be another corner kick here for the Jumbos. This will be the 5th corner kick here for the Jumbos. as it's O'Neal over far side. Kicked away by O'Neal. Off of one player, and it'll get kicked out. O'Neal will come back to retrieve it. Kicked away once more. Look for Greenberg. Greenberg almost able to head it in and to the fingertips of Levesque. Levesque will punt this one away, trying to get it to midfield. Kicked off of Severa. Severa there to defend it. Conrad is looking to push it upfield for the Bears. Pats, far side, Severa. Kicked upfield. Look for Rosen. Not able to connect. Here comes Greenberg. Greenberg right there to Lamb. Trying to steal it away. But here come the Bears once more, trying to work across midfield. But it's here near side, Camille Liu. Liu tries to hands off to Perro. Here comes Perro trying to work around multiple defenders. Now be kicked out of bounds off of the Bears. It'll continue to be Jumbo's ball. Just about 12 minutes here into the second half. Jumbo's lead 5-0 over the Bridgewater State Bears. Be out of bounds once more far side. Severo will throw it in once more. Thrown in to Lamb. And right into the, almost to the ankles of Levesque, and she's able to scoop that one right up. Levesque will get ready to punt this one away. Nice punt, able to get it across midfield. Headed up into the air by Morin. Over to Severa, far side. Up to Beanstalk. Beanstalk. Back to Pats. Pats. Far side. Over to O'Neal. Here comes Severa. Severa. Looking upfield. Looks to connect with Lamb. Lamb will over Perro. Perro will hand it back to Pats. O'Neal. Looking upfield. Trying to connect with Lamb. Able to do so. Able to get around one defender. Not able to get around a second. But Perro is there. Taking back control by the Bears. Kick back in across midfield. Perro. Back to Beanstalk. Beanstalk looking upfield to Rosen. Back to Griffin. Griffin. Defended by Belcher. Here comes Belcher. Work towards the corner. Trying to work to the inside. And able to do so. Griffin is there. Kicked away by Lamb. Or Pats, excuse me. Kicked back out of bounds, and it'll be back Jumbo's ball. Thrown back in by Griffin. Belcher. Kicked away there by Selmeyer. Hill. Hill will roll it away to Pats. 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 Up to Lamb. Kick back towards the inside of the box. Back to O'Neal. Hill will pick that one up. O'Neal far side, working along the sideline from the far side from us. Lamb looking upfield, trying to connect with Rosen. It'll be a foot race between Rosen and Selmeyer. And be kicked out of bounds towards the Jumbo's bench. Be out of bounds. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Just about 15 minutes here into the second half. Thrown in by Griffin to Rosen. Rosen will hand it back to Griffin. Up to Perro. Perro. Thrown in by the Jumbos. Perro kick it along. Trying to get it to Lamb. Kick back towards the corner. Continue to play on. And here comes Belcher. Belcher, foot race along the sideline here near side. between her and Griffin. Belcher handed up to Morin. Here comes Morin. Morin not able to get it off, and he'll be out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for the Bears. Bears will send in a pair of subs. Come in and will be Jenna Sweeney and McKenna Lassard. As will be a corner kick here near side for the Bears. Kicked away up in the air. Headed away by Severa. And brought back out by the Jumbos. Working far side. Mishler. Be out of bounds off of the Jumbos. Thrown back in by the Bears here, far side. Kicked up into the air. Headed by O'Neal. And it'll be going back the other way for the Jumbos. Here comes Pats. Pats looking upfield. Beanstalk. Up to Greenberg. And here comes Greenberg working across midfield. Not able to connect with Lamb, but Greenberg able to steal it back. Here comes Rosen. Rosen trying to get lined up for a kick to get one off. That'll be out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick for the Jumbos. As O'Neal gets set for another corner kick. 6 on the day for the Jumbos. O'Neal lined up. Kicked away by O'Neal. Far side, looking for the head of Rosen. Not able to connect, and I'll roll out of bounds, and it'll be going back the other way for the Bears. Levesque lined up. Kicked away, looking for Belcher here near side in front of the Jumbos bench. Griffin is there to kick it away, steal it away for the Jumbos. It'll continue to be Jumbo's ball here near side, working towards the corner. Thrown in by the Jumbos. Giving back to Rosen. Rosen looking towards the middle of the field in front of the box. Now we'll connect. Here comes Lamb. Lamb will hand it off to Greenberg. Greenberg throws, fires top shelf, able to get it over to Levesque. Second one on the day for Greenberg. And the Jumbos go up 6-0 over the Bears.
Is it Lamb? Yes, watch my stream.
Casey Lamb.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Talia Greenberg was assisted by Casey Lamb there. Great shot by Greenberg, able to put it up top shelf just over out of the reach of Levesque. Here come the Bears cross midfield. Bears trying to get it set up here. Working far side. Severo will steal this one away. Gives it up to Pero. Pero looks back to Pats. Will give it back to Hill in goal. But give it back to Pats. Belcher is there to try to pester the Jumbos. Try to steal it away. Now we'll connect the pass, but able to take control of it. Beanstalk. Up to Greenberg. Greenberg back to Beanstalk. Far side, working up across midfield. Here comes Pero. Pero looking upfield. Was looking for Lamb, but Sea of Red is there to steal that one away. Going back the other way for the Bears. Belcher. Look towards middle of the field. Looking to get set up, but O'Neal is right there to steal that one away. Great defense far side by the Bears. Severa. Back to Beanstalk. Beanstalk here near side over to Griffin. Griffin looking up near side up to Rosen. Rosen. Back to Beanstalk. Beanstalk will work across midfield. Give him back up. Working towards the corner is Pero. Pero working across in front of the box and kicked up into the air on top of the net. He'll be going back the other way for the Bears. Levesque will line it up. Kicked away by Levesque. Selmeyer. Towards midfield. Headed back in by Pats. Here comes Rosen. Rosen working up midfield. Here comes Lou. Lou. And they'll be out of bounds, and we'll have a group of subs coming in for the Jumbos. Coming in for the Jumbos. It'll be O'Reilly, Duncan, Adler, Aries. And that is about it. Kick back in and almost nearly headed back in. Ayla kicked that one out of bounds, or kick it back out. Kicked away by the Bears towards midfield. Kick back up in the air, back. Free ball once more. Still fighting for us. Severa is there, try to get control of it. We'll give it up to O'Neal. Aries looking upfield, looking for Duncan, far side, work towards the corner. Be a foot race to the ball. It'll be out of bounds. And the Bears will send in a few subs. Coming in is Robarge, Clancy, and Nelson. Kicked away by Levesque. Kicked up in the air by Clancy. He'll be out of bounds going the other way for the Jumbos. Coming up on 21 minutes left here in the second half. Jumbos lead 6-0 over Bridgewater State Bears. Thrown back in over to Aries' far side. Now roll back out of bounds. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Thrown back in Severa. Severa. DePero. Far side. Aries trying to work around defender, not able to do so. Roll out of bounds off of a Bear. Severa thrown in to Pero, and that'll be out of bounds. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Thrown back in once more. Trying to look for Duncan. Duncan able to gain control, kicked away by the Bears. Beanstalk trying to work up field. Aries out of the control. Here come the Bears far side along the sideline. Kick back over, work towards the center of the field. Working here near side. To Brown. Brown trying to get up the barge, not able to connect. That'll be out of bounds. Thrown in back again by the Bears. Head up into the air by Lassard. Beanstalk will take control of it. Give it back to O'Reilly. O'Neal. Back up to Beanstalk, back to Pats. Giving over here near side to Griffin. Here comes Adler. Adler trying to work around the defenders. Here comes Adler. Working towards the center of the field. And punch back, and Pats will take control, give it back to O'Neal as Jumbos look to get reset. O'Reilly around center of the circle. Up to trying to look for Adler, but Brown is there. Here comes Griffin once more, up to Adler. Here comes Adler. Pushed off once. We'll take control of it here near side, working towards the corner. That'll be out of bounds. Towards the corner. Working in the corner, thrown in back again by the Bears. Working in front of the Jumbos bench. Brought back out. Beanstalk is there. Give it back to Griffin. Adler. Adler. Towards center of the field. Riley is there. Kicked away back again by the Bears. Pats looking upfield. Trying to connect with Beanstalk. Griffin. Griffin. Surrounded by Brown and kicked out of bounds here in front of the table. Thrown in by Brown. Tipped by Griffin. Beanstalk will take control of it once more. Kicked upfield to Beanstalk. She'll kick it over far side to Severa. Severa working upfield. Trying to connect with Kelly. Beanstalk up to Duncan. Duncan over to Severa. We're going to far side, along the sideline, far side in front of the stands. Here comes Beanstalk working upfield. Hands it off to Kelly. Kelly looking for Adler. Adler outside the box. Trying to work around the defender, trying to get lined up. Here comes O'Reilly. O'Reilly shoots, looking for the left corner, and Levesque will come out diving and stop that one. Nice diving stop by Levesque. Kicked away. Clancy looking upfield, far side, able to get it across midfield. Sweeney. Sweeney looking to line it up, look for Ravarge. Kicked up into the air. Here working near side, just underneath the camera. Kicked up top of the tent by Brown. Thrown in by Griffin. Off of Kelly. Kelly to Griffin. Trying to connect with O'Reilly. O'Neal working back upfield towards midfield. Cross center circle. Far side. Duncan is there. Duncan will try to take control, but stolen away there by the Bears. Will be going back the other way. And looking back upfield. O'Neal back to Pats. To Beanstalk. Beanstalk towards the center circle. Not able to connect. Clancy will take over there for the Bears. Here comes Brown. Brown trying to get it off. Not able to get a full foot on. Here comes Adler. Adler. Adler getting around. Here comes Adler. Trying to work around the defender. Now be kicked out of bounds. It'll be Jumbo's ball. Adler. Up to Kelly. Or Aries, excuse me. Aries will get the kickoff and right into the arms of Levesque. Punted away by Levesque. Sweeney is there. Give it up far side to Nelson. Severa. Here comes Duncan. Duncan to Kelly. Kelly up to Adler. Adler trying to dance around the defenders. Not able to do so. Duncan is there, though, to keep it in Jumbo's possession. Kick back out. Beanstalk looking up to Severa. Not able to connect. Stolen away by the Bears. Far side. O'Neal. Upfield. Trying to connect with Kelly. Not able to do so. Going back the other way for the Bears. But pushed back up by O'Neal. Riley will give it back to Pats. Pats looking up far to Adler. Adler not able to connect. I'll be working down in the corner. Foot race between her and Brown. Working down into the corner. Adler trying to work around the defender. Tries to give it up to Kelly. Kelly will kick it up, but right into the arms of Levesque. Levesque will wind up, punts this one away. Not towards past center circle. Pushed up by the Bears. And to the Bears' side. Bears will send in a pair of subs. Coming in for the Bears will be Cindy Sousa and Tristan Gomes. Thrown in by Sousa. Here work towards corner. Foot race between her and Robarish. They'll be out of bounds, and Hill will get set to bring it out. Coming up on 13 minutes left here in the second half. Tufts Jumbos lead the Bridgewater State Bears 6-0. I'll be pushed out of bounds far side. Continue to be Bears ball. Back out of bounds off the Bears, and they'll be going back the other way for the Jumbos. Far side. Duncan. Not able to get connected. Severa. Back to Duncan. Over Beanstalk. Cross center circle. Here comes Kelly. Kelly. Trying to get around Clancy. Not able to connect. Here comes Griffin. Griffin trying to get around Brown. Good defense and offense at the same time by the Bears. Pat's able to steal that one away. Get it back under control for the Jumbos. Far side to O'Reilly. O'Reilly looking up to Kelly. Kelly trying to get up to Adler. Adler all alone here near side. Outside the circle. She'll work inside the box, Far side and right into the hands of Levesque. Great opportunity there by Adler. Punted away by Levesque. Just outside center circle. Severa. Far side. Tripped up there and now be out of bounds off of the Bears. Thrown it back there by Severa. Continue to be Jumbo's ball. Just under 11 minutes left here in the second half. Jumbos continue to have a dominant performance here. They continue to lead 6-0 over the Bridgewater State Bears. Work towards just outside the center circle. Looking to set up, trying to look for Robarish. Here comes Robarish, trying to work around Griffin. It'll be a foot race down inside the box. Be out of bounds. It'll go into the, nearly out of bounds, but into the hands of Hill. Pass came over to help out Griffin. Hill will punt this one away into the center circle, but punted back by Clancy. Headed up into the air by O'Neal. Kicked away by Griffin. Softball touch there by Aries. Aries will push that one through. Here comes Aries. Aries fires, shoots off the hands of Levesque, and now be pushed out of bounds right side. Now set up for a corner kick for the Jumbos. Levesque doing a great job, able to push that one away. Aries coming on with a great attack there. Nearly broken away, and set up for a corner kick here. O'Neal down into the corner. Lines up, fires away, and kicked back out of bounds, and he'll get reset here. 9 minutes left here in the second half. O'Neal will get it placed and lined up. O'Neal fires away. Trying to get on a foot on it was Aries right there towards the right post. Now able to connect with it. Now go out of bounds, and it'll be Bridgewater State's ball going back the other way. Levesque will line this up. Kicked away. Here comes Kelly. Kelly up to Adler. Adler kicks it away, looking for top left corner. Not able to get it lined up, and it'll be wide left. Levesque will get it placed and lined up. Kicked away. Softball touch up and able to get it off to a fellow Bear. Kelly will come over to steal it away. It'll continue to be Bears ball. Be foul called on the Jumbos. Shea will gets up to kick it away. Here near side toward the Jumbos bench. Continue to be Bears ball. Thrown in by Sousa. Pat's lining it up. Kicked away by Pats. Looking up field to Kelly. That'll be pushed out of bounds here near side of the corner. Thrown back in to Kelly. Kelly trying to work around defender. Will try to push it up towards in front of the net. Levesque will jump up and grab that one out of the air. Levesque will get set. Punts this one away. Short little punt. Trying to look for Clancy. Not able to connect. Giving up here, but pushed back up by Pats. That'll be out of bounds, so continue to be Bridgewater State's ball. Here near side, Sousa throws it in. Here near side, looking for Lassard. It'll be a foot race between her and Griffin. Be out of bounds, going back the other way for the Jumbos. Coming up on 6 minutes left here in the second half. Stolen away by Sweeney. Sweeney looking over the Rabarge. Back over Adler. Adler looking towards center of the field. Here comes Kelly. Kelly looking upfield for Duncan. Be a foot race for it. Now roll out of bounds. Be a corner kick now, far side. As it'll be Severa to take out the corner kick for the Jumbos. Severa lines it up, shoots it away. Headed up into the air, and Reeled in by Levesque. Punted away. Just outside center circle. Severa is there. Brown's able to take control of it. The Bears, take control of it. Push up far side. Here comes Jumbo. Setting it up. Here comes Aries. Aries shoots it away into the hands of Levesque. Another save for Levesque. 11 saves so far for Levesque on the day. Sweeney heads it up into the air. Kicked up by Griffin. Aries trying to give it to O'Reilly. Sweeney. Sweeney back. A little bit back and forth. Here comes Rabarge. Rabarge trying to work around Griffin. Great defense by Griffin. Griffin back up to Adler. Stolen away by the Bears. Be a foot race down towards the corner, and that'll be out of bounds going the other way for the Jumbos. 4 minutes left here in the second half. Jumbos continue to lead 4-0. Thrown in to Adler. Give it back to Pats. Trying to get set up. Here come Bears almost trying to get set up there for attack, but I'll be into the hands of Hill. Rolled in by Hill to Pats. Pats trying to get it lined up, and that'll be out of bounds here but just to the right of the bench. Thrown back in, it'll be back out of bounds off the Jumbos. Thrown in by Sousa. Rabarge, foot race down into the corner, and that'll be out of bounds off of the Bears. He'll do a soft little kick far side to O'Neal. Up to Severa. The Beanstalk. Far side. Here comes Hill. Hill looking upfield to Aries. Aries. Get back to O'Reilly, and here comes Adler here near side in front of the Jumbo's bench. Trying to work around Sousa. Here comes Adler trying to line it up, looking towards center of the field, trying to get it to Duncan. Duncan back to Severa. Severa just outside the box and kicked away by the Bears. Going back the other way. Back the other way. Towards the center of the field, kicked away by Griffin. Be going back the other way. Here comes Aries. Aries, foot race. Aries trying to get this one lined up far side, right into the hands of Levesque. Levesque lines it up, punts that one away. Just under 2 minutes left here in the second half. Tufts Jumbos continue to lead. 6-0 over the Bridgewater State Bears. Tufts look to improve to 8-2-1 on the season overall. Back upfield here near side. Sweeney. Here near side. Back to Sousa. Sousa being pestered there by Adler. Adler able to steal that one away. Adler trying to look over to Aries. Not able to get a strong enough foot off, as Aries was all alone. Just to the top of the arch. Sousa will get set to throw this one away as we near 1 minute left here in the second half. Thrown in. And just out of bounds off of the Jumbos. Thrown in by the Bears and headed back out of bounds by Griffin. Underneath a minute left here at Bellow Field. The Jumbos flex their muscles and strong showing here. 4 goals there in the first half, 2 here in the second half. Come down to 30 seconds left. Severa up to Kelly. Kelly looking upfield to Aries. Aries will be a foot race between her and Aries. Here comes Aries. Trying to keep up with it, and now be just out of bounds. Be out of bounds off the Jumbos. Coming down to 10 seconds left here in the second half. And that's going to do it here at Bellow Field. It'll be the Tufts Jumbos coming out here victorious 6-0 over the Bridgewater State Bears, as the Jumbos will improve to 8-2-1, and Bridgewater State Bears will go to 8-3-2 on the season. There's the big goals coming out for Tufts for the day. 2 for Talia Greenberg, 1 by Casey Lamb, and 1 by Peril, and 1 by Sugru. 2 assists by Casey Lamb, 2 by O'Neill on the day. But that'll do it here at Bellow Field. Coming up game for the Jumbos. They'll be back on the road at Bates this Saturday for a NESCAC conference matchup. So that'll do it here. It's your Tufts Jumbos winning 6 over the Bridgewater State Bears 0. Thank you for joining. Hope everybody has a great night.
You're so hypnotic, magical.